I'm not gonna waste your time, right? I'm gonna go right into it. We are talking about the absolute scorcher of a show that was Evolution, all right? I'm gonna just off rip just say going into this show had what, a 2-3 week build, 2 week, 3 weeks of build up. No one expected anything really, but WWE, they got us. They got us because that show was flipping fire, okay? The crowd was phenomenal. In ring, everything slapped like crack. Everything hit like crack in the ring. I'm just gonna go right into it. I got my notes here. I'm gonna go straight into it. I'm gonna start with the first match of the show, which was the triple threat. Off rip, I'm gonna say I'm surprised that the battle royal didn't like start the show. 'Cause it just feels like when you have a battle royal, that's what you start the show. I don't know. I think that's just me. But anyway, first match of the show was the triple threat match between Lyra Valkyria, Bailey, and the champion Becky Lynch for the women's intercontinental title. And ladies and gentlemen, that match was cinema. That match was cinema. I'm seeing people saying that this could be 5 stars. That's how good this match was. And you know what? I'm somewhat inclined to agree, but for me, it's not 5. For me, I'm giving it 4.5. But that match was phenomenal. It is up there right now for best triple threat match of the year. And that's even including Io, Bianca, and Rhea, and even Javon, Trick, and Oba. It's up there. It's top 3. It's up there. All time, let's not get there yet. All time women's triple threat though. The conversation's there. But honestly, this match was just it was great, right? It was great. There wasn't that moment where it becomes a singles match where like one superstar's out of the ring and I mean like the other two go at it and they just interchange. No, there was a brief moment where Lyra was taken out, but then like it was still fine. Yeah, because like Bailey and Becky kind of held it down. So yeah, it felt like a proper triple threat match. Towards the end, there was like a finisher fest where everyone hit the finisher. I think Becky got the worst of it. No, Becky and Lyra got the worst of it. Bailey got saved. But anyway, yeah. The end of the match came when I believe, yeah, Bailey hit a rose plant on Lyra, and as she's going for the pin, she has her in like a pinning predicament, right? But then Becky, moving like prime Kurt Angle, right, just rolls over Bailey while simultaneously grabbing her into a backslide pinning move, then pinning her that way. I don't know how to properly explain. You're gonna have to watch it for yourself because that was probably the best pinning maneuver I've seen in a long time. So that match was phenomenal. It gets a beautiful 4.5 stars from me. Right, next up, we're going to talk about the NXT Women's title match, which going in, I thought it was kind of obvious who was going to win. But no, we had JC Jane, the champion, going up against Jordan Grace. And again, I'm going to be totally honest. I thought the result was going to be obvious for most people, but no, they went with JC Jane winning. Surprising. They went with JC. But it's fine. I guess Jordan Grace never gonna win a match, but it's fine. The match itself was really good. The match itself was solid, right? It did what it needed to do. It wasn't like face meltingly good, but at the same time it wasn't underwhelming. It was good. You could watch it and just leave satisfied. You could watch and be like, that was nice. That was good. Good on them, right? JC Jane, she showed that she can hang with the best of them, really. She a little bit underrated. Just saying, people saying like her as champion it sucks, but oh man, she can kind of go in the ring. I'm just saying she can kind of go. The end of the match came when JC hit her running knee on Jordan, who kicked out. Then JC, out of frustration, out of panic, out of fear, I'm gonna say, calls on the rest of Fatal Influence to try and get involved in the match. Right? Jasmine Nix is distracting the referee while Fallon Henley grabs the title, but as she throws it into the ring for JC, Blake Monroe, who was in the corner of Jordan Grace, I should have specified that. She comes in and delivers a wicked headbutt to like Fallon Henley, which takes her out too. So basically, Blake's out of action and Fallon's knocked out. All right. And then Jasmine, no, and then okay, JC then takes the title, and as she's about to hit Jordan, the referee pulls it out of like JC's hands. The title then falls to like Jasmine Nix outside, who gets clocked by like Monroe. And as soon as I saw her just holding the title in a way that seemed she was gonna hit someone, I should have known. Because JC then Irish whips Grace into the ropes right in front of Blake, who then takes the title and smacks Jordan across the back with it, which then allows which then allows JC to hit the rolling encore and win the match. So they went with Blake Monroe turning heel. Interesting decision, but you know what? She does her best work as a healer apparently in AEW. I I'm not the AEW guy in the group, okay? So I don't know all that much. So apparently this is a good decision. I'm just gonna have to see if it works out. But yeah, Blake Monroe is now a heel. Jordan Grace is never gonna win a title at this point in WWE. But it's fine. We move on. Next match on the card, the chaotically fun women's tag team match, the Fatal 4-Way, right? Is the champions the Judgment Day, which is Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defending against perhaps my new favorite women's tag team in Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, Zarya and Soruka, and the Kabuki Warriors and Asuka and Kairi Sane. This match was just chaos. This match was chaos, and I gotta start off by saying, during the entrances, right, when Charlotte's making her entrance, the crowd loses their minds. For some absurd reason, people are cheering for Charlotte Flair. I don't know. I don't know who messed with the timeline, but okay, people like Charlotte Flair now. Great, I guess. And you can even see it during the match. The crowd was genuinely chanting, "We want Charlotte." Do you understand? We want Charlotte. I'm listening to this. I'm like, there's no way. Okay, but fine. Right. Maybe Alexa Bliss just has that effect on people. It's fine. The match was just pure chaos. I loved it. I loved it. There was a moment where Soruka was setting up Alexa Bliss to like get speared by Azaria, only for Charlotte to pull Alexa Bliss out of the way and for Zarya to like spear the ever living piss out of Soruka. That spear looked vicious. And then just in the corner, it's Charlotte and Alexa just like cuddling there in fear. Just like, are you okay? It's I love it. These two are becoming besties, and I love it. But yeah, end of the match happens when when Raquel Rodriguez comes in, she just cleans house, right? She power bombs Alexa Bliss to the outside onto the Kabuki Warriors and Zarya, and then Roxanne does a suicide dive onto Charlotte Flair on the outside, which allows Raquel to power bomb Soruka 1, 2, 3. The Judgment Day retains, and looks like Raquel and Roxanne they're becoming friendly now. They're becoming friends. We see it. But we're gonna move on. Moving on to, I might have gone the match or order mixed up. I really hope I didn't because I kind of just wrote this now. It's the WWE Women's Title match, which is the champion Tiffany Stratton defending against the Hall of Famer, the legend, the seven-time women's champion Trish Stratus. This match, again, it was solid. It was all right. All right. My main gripe with the match is that Tiffany Stratton just kind of looks a little bit green. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. Tiffany Stratton just looks like she's not fully ready, right? I feel like she had that banger against Becky Lynch on NXT, and that kind of convinced people that she's ready to go. To me, I don't know. I'm watching the match. I'm like, eesh. I don't know. She just looks a little green. Like she's still good. Don't get me wrong, but there's still a lot to polish up on. So yeah, to me, that was it. And Trish Stratus, my days, this woman is pushing 50. And she moving like it's 2006 all over again. I hope I got the years right. But whatever. She moving like she's still in her prime. She moving like she did in the feud against Becky. So hats off to Trish. But yeah, the match, it was nice. The finish came when Trish tried to be overzealous and go for a moonsault. Should have stayed in your lane, man. Should have stayed in your lane. Because Tiffany, she countered. She got the knees up. She then hit Trish with a chick kick. Then her patented Alabama slammer. and then the prettiest moonsault ever 1, 2, 3. That's a solid match. It wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing. It was alright. It was decent. We're gonna move on to the no holds barred match. Special guest referee no holds barred match. If someone can tell me the difference between no holds barred and sanctioned, extreme rules and no disqualification, I will give you a cookie. But that's the point. No holds barred. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Special guest referee Bianca Belair, who did flip all to warrant a special guest referee aspect. I'm sorry. Bianca was just a normal ref. I didn't see anything to really warrant a special guest referee. I feel like if you replaced her with with Jessica Carr, it would have been fine. Would have been fine because she did flip off. There's nothing there. It just felt like she was just there for like decoration at this point. She was just there because it's Jade Cargill and Naomi. But the match itself was really good. It was violent. I'll give it that. It was violent. It was a really good violent match. Okay, these two. It wasn't. Hmm. I'm gonna say their Mania 41 match was better. The match in Mania was better, but this one still it held its own. It stood its ground. Really good, right? The finish of the match came when Naomi was setting up Jade Cargill on a table, those damn Slim Jim tables. But she set up on a table, put a chair on top of it. Looked like she was gonna go for a split leg moonsault, only for Jade to get up, take the chair, smack Naomi on the back, then go up to the top rope with her, hit her with an avalanche jaded through the table. Shout at Naomi for taking a front bump through the table from the top rope like that. Amazing finish. 1, 1, 2, 3. Match ends. Bianca really has a future as a referee in case this wrestling thing, goes south a little bit. Next up, the Battle Royal, and for me, slightly underwhelming. Reason I'm saying the Battle Royal was slightly underwhelming is because the Battle Royal for me it's my favorite match type in WWE. A Battle Royal or a Royal Rumble gets me hyped every. I get more hyped for like Royal Rumble than I do for WrestleMania. But this Battle Royal felt underwhelming. I don't know. I think because to start off the match, first things first we're doing is Nia Jax eliminating Izzy Dane and flipping Tatum Paxley. I'm sorry for getting their names, but still, that was the first thing that happened. First things first, they're gone. And then eliminations just felt sudden. They just felt out of nowhere. They just happened. They just happened for the sake of happening. It's just that they just happened for the sake of happening. And I mean, okay, I guess, but really, we're just gonna get to the end of the match because again, this was underwhelming. This was definitely the weaker match on the card for me at least. For me at least. We're just gonna get to the end. The final four was Stephanie Vaquer, Lash Legend, Nia Jax, and Nikki Bella. I hope I'm not getting that wrong. But basically, Nikki gets tossed onto the apron by Nia Jax, who then gets booted out by Lash Legend. So Nikki gets eliminated by Lash Legend. And the final three, oddly enough, is what got me more hyped in the match than the full match itself. The final three got me so hyped. It was Lash Legend, Nia Jax, and Stephanie Vaquer. And when I told you I was doing that Daniel Bryan shake, like, yeah! Because I don't know why, I just feel hyped. Because I think the crowd also made it feel hype, like, yeah! You know? So yeah, basically, Lash Legend and Stephanie, they team up to eliminate Nia Jax, leaving Lash and Stephanie in the ring, which was refreshing because it's two new faces, something fresh. I feel like at that point we knew that was gonna be Stephanie Vaquer winning, and we got the thing on like the outside on the apron where Stephanie delivered a devil's kiss to Lash Legend on the apron and just let her roll down, and Stephanie's the winner, which a lot of people predicted. I personally didn't. I thought they were gonna go with Nikki Bella because she was meant to have a big feud with Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan hurt. I don't know. I just thought that was the game plan. But nope, that didn't end up happening. Stephanie Vaquer won, and she's off to Paris to face whichever world champion she's about to choose, which is either Tiffany Stratton or next up, the women's world title match. I'm gonna be honest with you. On my notes, all I wrote down was 5 stars. That's it. Genuinely, all I wrote was 5 stars because that match was flipping amazing. right? I'm hearing people say this could be the best women's match in WWE history. You know what? I can kind of see where you're getting at. I can see where you're getting. It's top five for sure. It's top five for sure. It's up there. But my goodness gracious, did these two tear the house down, right? We already knew these two had amazing chemistry together, but my days was this phenomenal, right? I I almost these two can freaking cook, man. Those two can fight forever. I don't care, bro. I don't care, man. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky can fight forever, dog. Because that is beautiful. That match was beautiful. There was a moment where like we thought shenanigans was gonna happen, right? Where we had the referee Jessica Carr getting drop kicked by like Io, or like inadvertently, but no shenanigans happened. Those two just continued to fight each other. They fought into the crowd even, where like Io ended up on top of like I want to say production boxes, whatever, 15, 16 feet in the air, jumps off, lands on Rhea, hard landing by the way, my days. But yeah, then she and then they go back towards ringside. Io rolls Rhea back into the ring, hits the moonsault, and as Jessica Carr is recovering, we're thinking that's it. Io's retaining. 1, 2, Rhea kicks out, and you could just feel. I could just feel the hopes of everybody who was hoping that Io would retain just died. That hope died. That wishful thinking, it just left. Everyone's like, okay, that's it. Rhea is winning. It's been fun. Let's wrap it up. Right now, both women are on the top rope. Rhea looks to be hitting that avalanche riptide, only for Io to counter, hit a beautiful Spanish fly. Both women are out, and at this moment, I'm thinking, pretty sure Naomi's still in the building. And wouldn't you bloody know it, as both women are down, Naomi's music hits. She paces down the ramp. Still hurt, by the way. She just had a gruesome no one's barred match. She's still pacing down, right? Referee in tow. And like I'm out here thinking, okay, well Jade Cargo's gonna stop, so okay, let's get Jade out here. She hands the briefcase to Alicia Taylor. I am still thinking, okay, Jade is gonna come to the crowd. Okay, cool. Alicia Taylor announces that like Naomi is cashing in. I'm like, okay, Jade, you can come out now. The bell rings. It becomes official. I'm like, oh, maybe a failed cash in, I guess. Naomi goes into the ring, rolls Rhea Ripley out of the ring, throws her into the ring post, sends her outside, and I'm like, okay, guys, we can get Jade Cargill in here now. Naomi then hits the split-legged moonsault onto Io Sky. At this point, I'm still thinking that something's gonna happen. There's no way Naomi wins. 1, there is no way she wins. 2, there is gonna be a pull or something. 3, Naomi, right, cashed in her briefcase, and she's now the women's world champion. We did not expect that. All of us thought she was gonna stay on SmackDown, was gonna cash in on either Tiffany Stratton or maybe Jade Cargill if she wins at SummerSlam. No, Naomi just throws a curveball. Excuse me, throws a monkey wrench into the plans, and is now the world champion of Monday Night Raw. She's the women's world champion now. Neither Rhea nor Io won. It was Naomi who made the match a triple threat and now is women's world champion. Dare I say, best women's cash in of all time thus far, because I feel like they can top this some way, somehow. But that is insane. That is incredible. Naomi is now our women's world champion. I The crowd lost their minds. Let me say that. The crowd lost their minds when that happened. The crowd for the whole show was just phenomenal. This entire show was phenomenal. I have really no complaints about the show. I guess except the battle royal, that's felt underwhelming, but that was about it. I hats off to WWE being able to book a show this good with just 2 weeks of build up. Kind of makes me hyped for SummerSlam now because that's only getting a 2 3 week build. Who knows? Could also cook. But hey, man, that's all from me, man. Evolution was flipping phenomenal. Best PLE of 2025 thus far. Okay, we gotta see if WWE can keep this up because it's not been good as of late. It's not been overly good. Okay, there's been a steady decline, but this was a step in the right direction. But that's all from me. Evolution review done. Phenomenal show. Would definitely watch again if I have time. But yeah, that's from me. From me, KJ. I bid you adieu.